In this video, we're going to have a practice at finding the perimeter of polygons. Now, polygons is just a fancy word of saying a 2D shape that has at least 3 sides and 3 angles. So it's anything that has more than 3 sides or 3 angles in it. So let's have a look at this first example. So this shape, it's an irregular shape. It's not like a stock standard triangle or a rectangle. It has 1, 2, 3, 4 sides to it, and each of these sides are labelled, luckily for us. So let's have a look at finding the perimeter of this shape. So when we're working out the perimeter, we just need to add all of the side lengths together to find, a total number which represents how far around the edge of the shape you would have to travel. Whoop, that's not very neat, to get back to the start. So let's have a look at this one together. So let's go 2.6 plus, so I've done that one, 2.8, I've done that one, plus 2.1, done that one, plus 3.9. So if I type all of those into my calculator, I would end up with 11.4. So the perimeter of this shape is 11.4 meters, because all of these measurements that we were provided with were in meters. Now in this next example, it's very similar, except there is one tiny difference, and that's that not all of the measurements are given to us in the same unit. So you'll notice that we've got 12 meters, 15 meters, 8.4 meters, and 760 centimeters. So before we can do anything, our first step is to make sure that all of our measurements are all in the same unit. So because most of them are already meters, I'm going to convert this one here into meters as well. So 760 centimeters would be 7.6 meters, and you can use a unit conversion chart to help you with something like this. And from this point on, it's exactly the same as before. We just need to add each of the sides up to find a total. So we've got 7.6, so they're done, plus 8.4, that one's done, plus 15, that one's done, plus 12. Now you'll notice that I'm marking them off. I just do that to make sure I don't accidentally miss one, or maybe add one of them twice. So if I type that into my calculator, I end up with 43, so that just means the perimeter is 43 meters. So that just means it would take 43 meters to start from one corner and go all the way around back to the start again. So with this particular situation here, we have a polygon, so a shape that has at least 3 sides and 3 angles. We have 3 of those side lengths that are given to us, so 7 centimeters, 6 centimeters, and 2.9, but one of them, we don't know how long that is, so we need to actually find out the value of x. We're told in this situation that the perimeter of this shape is 21.4 centimeters. So what we can do is we can actually use all of this to find out how long is this side length just here. So we know to find the perimeter, we would need to add all of the sides, and it would look something like this. So that's 7 done, plus 6, plus 2.9, plus x. And you'll notice that also all of the units of measurement are centimeters, so we're safe. We don't need to convert any of them. So this is what my working out would look like if I wanted to find the perimeter, but we know that the perimeter is actually 21.4. So we have one unknown value in this equation. What we can do is we can actually rearrange this to get x by itself. So my first step would be, let's combine the like terms. So that's these ones here. So using my calculator, I would have 15.9 plus x. So 7 plus 6 plus 2.9, 15.9. The next step would be, let's get x by itself. So let's subtract 15.9 from both sides. So using my calculator, 21.4 take away 15.9 is 5.5. And then over here, these two cancel each other out, so all that's left is x. So the value of x in this situation is 5.5 centimeters. But what happens if maybe the perimeter was a different value? So this time we're told the perimeter of this whole shape is 24.7, so it's a different number this time. Let's follow the same steps to find the value of x. So our first step is to write out our perimeter formula if we were to work out what the perimeter is. So it would be 7 plus 6 plus 2.9 plus x, and we know that the perimeter is actually equal to 24.7, so we can write that in, 24.7. The next step is to combine like terms, so let's combine these ones here. So we'd have 24.7 equals, and we did this one before, 15.9 plus x. We would take 15.9 from both sides, these two would cancel each other out, so we would just have x by itself, and 24.7 take away 15.9 is 8.8. So x is 8.8 centimeters in length.